Right, so exciting. We've got our first internally selected song of the year. Let's find out which country is sending it. Azerbaijan? But we're still in February. Welcome back to another video on the ESC Harry channel. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Today, we will be reacting to Azerbaijan's entry to Eurovision 2025. That's right, we have our first internally selected entry of the 2025 season, and it is Azerbaijan's Mamagama with the song Run With You. This reveal did come as a bit of a surprise to many, as it was just announced yesterday that they would be revealing roughly 24 hours later, and also because Azerbaijan usually reveal in March. They're usually one of the last countries to reveal, and even though the broadcaster had said, no, we're releasing in February, I don't know how many people actually believe them. They were just, I think most people thought, oh, they'll just push it back, but no, they have released their song, and this is our chance to react to it. Now, in the last couple of years, Azerbaijan's good form at Eurovision has fallen right off a cliff. They have failed to qualify for the last two editions of the final, and they haven't even really been close, sadly. Two sets of duos, actually, two male duos, so they've decided, what better than two men? Three men! So let's see if their fortunes improve in 2025. But before we get into the reaction, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you're new to EC Harry, and comment down below, what are your thoughts on Azerbaijan's entry to Eurovision 2025? With that being said, let's get to reacting. Okay, so hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, quite futuristic. Very futuristic. Also quite dystopian in a sense. This sounds interesting, this beat. Quite funky beat, I have to say. He has quite a unique voice, the lead singer. It's a bit like Brendan Murray from Ireland 2017. It's very funky so far. It's like Frankenstein, I should say. Oh, he's lost his arm. What's this chorus going to be like? This is interesting, actually. This has a little bit like a throwback feel, especially with the high-pitched vocals. It's like a FIFA soundtrack song. Ooh, ethnic instrumental. Okay, Azerbaijan. You have me intrigued, definitely. Wait, is that one of the twins from 2 Island 2 ILX? Oh, it's both of them. Hey. Hey, a bit of callback there. Make sure, Mamagama, you don't do something 4 days before the show. If you know what I mean, you know. I think so far this isn't wow, but overall, it's very solid. Oh, is it the artist from last year now? I think I just missed it, but I think that was the artist from last year. Oh, nice callbacks, I have to say. I vibe with this, I have to say. I don't know how the average Eurofan will feel to this. Oh, lovely voice. But this is very interesting. I love the use of ethnic instrumental there. The only disappointing thing is I would have preferred a final chorus there. I think that could have worked quite nicely. But, okay. That's Azerbaijan's entry for Eurovision 2025. Right, so that was Azerbaijan's entry to Eurovision 2025, and I'm going to start off by saying, on a personal note, it's a thumbs up. I have to say, it takes me back to that like nostalgic FIFA soundtrack style from like FIFA 16, FIFA 17, and this is not to say this style is dated. It feels still modern, and it also feels like something I would hear on British radio. Like, this is well polished. I like his vocal tone as well. It's very unique and will stand out in Eurovision. And yeah, there's a lot to enjoy there. I think just from an easy listening perspective, it's one you can repeat over and over again for me. It feels very enjoyable. And yeah, as I said, positive in terms of my personal taste. The visuals there and the storytelling, I have to say, quite enjoyable. That was the most probably expensive Azerbaijan music video I've seen in a while. It's like they've used the previous artists to like mold and make the perfect Eurovision act in a sense. I will say, interesting they've used the last two acts. I know that's probably just because they've got connection to them, but from a storytelling perspective, why would you use the last two acts who failed to qualify to make the Eurovision act? It's like, we know what not to do, so this is what you can do now. It was nice to see the references, to be fair, but just from that like literal perspective of the storytelling, it was a little bit weird in that sense. In terms of potential negatives, I do have to put my contest head on. The thing that concerns me is I don't know if there's a standout moment in the song. There's some lovely vocals and the chorus is anthemic and powerful. That will help, but it feels just more like a radio song rather than a Eurovision song, if that makes sense. I can't see at the moment the translation to the stage. Now, this is an internal song. This is a music video. I will give it the benefit of the doubt until I see this live in Basel, where I see and hear some vocals and some visuals. And that will be where I think I can judge this properly, when I see the whole package come together. Because this has potential, but I don't know for certain how it will get on, I think, until I see a live performance. In terms of a rough prediction I have now, Azerbaijan is in the second half of semi-final 1. Now, genuinely, looking at the fields so far, I would say that's the more weaker one so far. And actually, I feel like because of its style, it actually suits semi-final 1 more. It does have Ukraine, which there could be a slight overlap there. But other than that, it feels like that's more just a pop-centric one, and this will stand out in that field. That being said, without knowing the visuals and the staging, because I don't have that standout moment ready to say, yes, that's what's going to make people vote for it, I don't know about its qualification chances. I will say that this is the best entry Azerbaijan have sent in the last 3 years, absolutely, and should this give them the best chance of qualifying since the last 3 years? Again, absolutely, but I can't say for certain that it will qualify without knowing the rest of the songs in the semi-final and just seeing the whole visuals. That might be the case for a lot of internals, but this is the kind of song where I'm like, I personally like it, but I just don't know for Eurovision. I don't know how the fans are going to react to this. But despite that being said, Azerbaijan, again, you should be happy with this entry. You are improving year on year for me. I feel like, again, this is your best chance of getting back to the final since you were last in there, since 2022. So from that aspect, thumbs up. But anyway, that was my opinion on Azerbaijan, but remember, my opinion is not the correct one. It is just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about Azerbaijan's entry? How do you think it will get on in Basel? Once again, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe if you're new to ESC Harry so you do not miss any Eurovision 2025 content. All that's left for me to say is I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time for another video on this channel. Take care, guys.